Another famous Hume production, commentary by Hume, filming by Hume, background music by Hume, and a cast of thousands, each and every one a star. Here we are, 1959, Madison Avenue. The Hume kids, three of the family then, Donald the senior, Susan second in line, and Alan just a baby. Wasn't one of the happier times, or prosperous times I should say, in our family life. Dad had a lot of unemployment then, but the kids were happy. Film's a bit dark. Most of the films are fading a little bit. The quality of video is not nearly as good as the 35mm film, but still, it's worth looking at. Here's Alan. First time on film. Come on Mary, walk up and down now for the movie camera. Here's Dad. As I say, the colours aren't nearly as good as on the film, but the films are, as I've said, beginning to fade a little bit and getting very brittle. So you'll find in the on this, there's parts that, where the film sticks, just like that. Here's Leslie Costley driving her first car. This is Belmont Park, May the 21st, 1962. That's not May the 1st, 1962 at all. I haven't got a date for the Belmont Park. I would think it must have been 1960. So disregard the 1962 date. 1960 I would think, 61 latest. We hadn't known each other very long then. We'd come together whilst working for Brighter Offices and Home, a little joiner firm on Craig Street. Speeded up there. There's with the kids again. Need lots of patience with them. There they are, the film stuck. Look at that cigarette. That's Alan. So that, yes, it must have been 1960 I would think. Or 59. Here we are, Halloween, or Trick and Treat as they called it in Canada. Again the film, well worn. The kids loved this. And this is us preparing to go up to Jacqueline Hill's house. Jacqueline Fox is my cousin. all for a fancy dress that evening. That's Mary, departed spirit. There's Dawn, there's Rena, Jeffrey, I think as she was then, with her boyfriend at the time, Dave Rosie, later to become Mr. and Mrs. Rosie. That's the babysitter, I forget her name, drinking Molson's beer. Here we are up at Jacqueline's house. It was Uncle Jimmy's birthday. Uncle Jimmy Fox. Various guests. Mary away being sick, but she wasn't away long, was she? I was dead sober. There's Uncle Jimmy getting wished a happy birthday. It must have been 12 o'clock, I think. I forget, his birthday was 29th and 30th of October. Opening up the presents. We're just about dancing at the right time for that music too. Here we are, Christmas. This again I think would be about 1960 Christmas. Uncle Alec, Aunt Evelyn. They were always very good. Aunt Rena and her son Andrew. Always very good to the kids at Christmas and us. Decorating the tree, kids' presents, they all did well. Rena and Dave. Rena being told to adjust her skirt. There's Dad with full head of hair. Dave and Rena again, wave to the family. Alan, Susan, all getting their presents. There's wee Al. Mary with her fur coat, first coat I ever bought her, or the first fur coat, and the last one needless to say. The famous Alan Call there. Susan waving. Oh, the Christmas turkey. All the following Christmases and New Years in Canada were shared with a much larger association about Les and Bren, Ronnie and Morag, Jimmy and Margaret, and all the families. And the kids saying good night. Here we are, Hogmanay. As I say, the film's rather dull, but the tape doesn't enhance it any. We're getting ready just for the 12 o'clock bells. Guy Lombardo and his orchestra will be watching. It's not Guy Lombardo in the background here. Jimmy up to his usual tricks. Steal a kiss and dump them. I'm more interested in the drink. Oh, there goes Brenda. Morag. This is, I think, 1963-64. Jimmy, look how young he looks there, eh? He's just a laddie. But weren't they all? We used to have good times then. I don't think we could have got any more in that kitchen. Here we are now. This was the Foxborough Company's trip to North Hatley, the weekend trip. It cost me exactly $15 for that weekend. That was including meals in the hotel, travel to and from North Hatley, which was possibly 100 miles from Montreal. Gordy Price there. Not the dog. I don't know its name. There's Susan getting set to run away. Look, started fast but fell away. But all the kids got a prize. Look at this wee lad with the ginger hair. And Gordy set him off. Oh, that was a cheat. There's Susan's. Oh, here's Donald going. Second he wasn't. There's Marion Green, long dead Marion. Quite a few years ago when she died. Dave Bayes sitting there, the one in the middle, the thin lad. That was the 25th and 26th of August 1962, that trip. It was a good weekend, smashing weekend. Colours are a little bit better. I forget the name of the lake. Maybe it was Memphis Magog, I'm not sure. Here's Alan, kidding on his sick. That one's Casey. Jack Clockley. That's Hughie Green's, Hughie Burns' wife there with Kathy Clockley. Scotty Bell, or John Bell as he liked to be called. That's John's son, that's young Donald. Susan and Alan. There's Carolyn. Isn't she a good kid? She's a pest now. Else? We used to say no to her and she would shake her head. Here she's sitting in the sunshine. You adjust your colour controls, etc., your contrast, the picture might look Alan, playing horses. Come on, Mum. Come on, Mum. Never mind her. See? That's what he's saying to you. A beautiful picture of a piece of wire here. Cable. I don't know what the cable was. Hope it wasn't high voltage. That's Alan. Here's Donald showing us how to swim. Lovely place this. There's Dad, Jimmy John Weismuller Crawl. Look at this. There's Mum in the family way again. And that was Les. Gee, I forget his last name. Don't splash my face, you see. There's Donald jumping in again. Splash. That was Ted Buck standing there, I think. That's Dad with Carolyn. How's this, eh? She's enjoying that ice cream. Nice journey home. A lovely weekend that was. Now that's a Hume limousine down there. We're setting off for Belmont Park. This was, excuse me, May the 21st, 1962. The kids look like they were enjoying themselves. You'll have to excuse me, the phone's ringing. Carol was just out of hospital that day. She'd been in hospital with pneumonia. All the fun of the fair. There's Mary and Don just coming off. Now, I was hoping to get a picture of one of these lads falling off this, but it wasn't my day. It was their day. That's Leslie, young Leslie Stewart. That's a chipmunk. Here's Alan in his glory. In his glory. Thought he was great. This was Christmas 1962. Carolyn. Sorry the music's not Christmassy, but I didn't have any Christmas music. This is me trying to hide Donald's bike. Poor lad only had it for a short time. Les and I almost run him over the first day he took the bike out, so I confiscated it for about 3 months. Dad's Christmas present. anything musical, and I was in my glory. Carlin getting a swing. Carlin was quite taken with the guitar. And Donald had let me down. Toronto Maple Leaf supporter. He now supports, or he did support the Hibs, which was even worse. There's Carlin. Playing the guitar. Notice the music is complete with mistakes. Carlin crawled the same way as Alan. They're a great bunch of crawlers, the Humes. Mary's still pregnant. That's Carlin saying goodbye in this film. Here we are eating again. I think this is Christmas 1963. Drink up now. Yeah, I didn't like that. That was whiskey. The music is unforgettable, and I think a lot of the good times were unforgettable in Canada as well. Get the hat on, Donald. Molson's beer, watch us. Yes, Molson's. By the way, the phone call was my good lady asking me when her holidays were, as she's been rotated wrong at work. That's inconsequential information, useless information, as a lot of this is, but just to know, let you know why we had the break. This is us preparing again for the new year coming in. Sitting there quite comfortable. Alan with a tartan waistcoat on, like his dad's. I think Donald's is possibly the same. Mary mass produced him, same as she did with kids. A memory of love and friend. Dad entertaining the troops. Don't know what I was singing. It would be either Home on the Range or Dream. That was the only two tunes. Though that doesn't look like Home on the Range nor Dream I'm strumming to there. Maybe I wasn't playing it at all, it was just for the benefit of the camera. Donald's showing all these games. Oops, film stuck again. Christmas tree. All the kids getting their presents again. 63. Young Bob. The colours are not bad in this transfer to video, but again they're not nearly as sharp as they are on 35mm or 8mm film. I think the hair's starting to go a little bit there. Karen getting a little chatty Cathy or something they called that doll. Used to talk. Bobby wants that. Don't have it. Dad's giving him a telling off there. Donald's got a load of books. Carolyn, I don't think it's a handbag or a makeup kit or something. Alan dressed to kill there. Oh, a kiss before he kills. And Jimmy, Les, Bren, and the family. Egan Avenue again. Good Bobby there. He gets dumped very quickly, I think, here. Yes, when you're in Dad's chair, out you go. The Molsons again. You'll notice in this video that the Humes and the Costleys seem to do an awful lot of eating. Dad still had all his hair at the back there. I don't know what Les and Jimmy's looking at. It must be out one of the crackers. A wee joke, not making them laugh though. Not Mary, sticking her chest into the camera. Here she is again, doing the same thing. Cheers. Happy Christmas, Happy New Year. It's Alan getting stuck into the grub there. This, I think, takes us now down to Plattsburgh Beach. Yes, it was a cold, miserable day. And that was on June 26, 1962. It was cold, I can assure you. Uncle Harry and Aunt Jeannie were on holiday with Jim and Margaret at the time. Look at Jimmy to the idiot with no shirt on. And Brian's making herself up. She must be expecting a lifeguard to pop along or something. Dad up to monkey business. Carolyn. And Les at the stove cooking. Susan getting changed, very undignified there. That's the Hume limousine, the 55 Hillman, Jimmy's limousine there, Uncle Harry having a cup of tea, and the Costley's Buick. I think that was I can't remember the year of that Buick. Where the kids having a game with a ball game. Young Leslie. Here's Ronnie doing the changing of one of the twins. I can never tell the twins apart. We're going to have to go and change some music. Jimmy with the kids on the little train. In his glory, like Alan, he liked trains. The weather hadn't brightened up any, but I think it was about to. Leslie, the water's too cold for her. Far too cold for me, that's for sure. On the way home. Excuse me till I put some music on. This was Plattsburgh Beach, the September weekend of September the 1st and 2nd and 3rd and 4th in 1962. We had a great weekend then. That was our first weekend away. We'd rented tents, or a tent. It was Carolyn, and she was a doll that weekend. Everybody enjoyed himself. Again, the Humes at the table. Here's Alan going to kick the ball. If Brian ever gets it set up there. She's not having much luck. Not very good with the ball games. No, look at this. What talent too. I think Brian's digging latrines there, by the looks of it. We discovered that weekend when Mary and I were down in Plattsburgh earlier than Liz and Brian. We set the tent up. We discovered we were short of poles, so we had to go searching and found a piece of wood by the toilets, which had to be cleaned because it stunk a little bit. But we managed to get the tent up. Karen being fed. There's the kids enjoying themselves, leaving other people's cars. Yes, eating again. Forever stuffing our faces. Poor men having to do the washing up. I'll say there was no water in the basin. I'll let you into a secret there. It was a lovely sight, that. Beautiful place. Now, this is the Humes and Costleys setting off for Cape Cod, Massachusetts. 1963. Costleys in the Buick and the Humes in the big Monarch. 56 Monarch. That was my favourite car of all time. A long, eventful journey, we'll say. We stopped at a little town on the way there, and Carolyn had an accident. We had to give her the kiss of life, get her to hospital, but we refused to leave her. It would have spoiled her holiday, you see, so we took a chance. She was sick all over my brand new sweater too. I've got two sweaters, one in orange one and one in green one, and she was sick all over one of them. I forget which colour it was. I hope it was a green one. But she was fine. No after effects of the little accident. This is a stop for a cup of tea. This is us at the campsite, Cape Cod. A lovely sight it was too. Beautiful. No, this wasn't at Cape Cod. This is where the accident happened with Carolyn. I think the town was either Westchester or Winchester or something. I forget the name of it. This was at Cape Cod. This is the Humes A-frame cabin. The Costleys were in a tent. There was all the kids. This was good. The cabin was excellent. Wave, kids, you're on film. very clever the way I'm playing the organ and talking at the same time. Eh? Wave to us, Bren. Here we are down at one of the beaches. It's quite cool. And Bren, poor lass, was not too well that time. She had bronchitis, if I remember rightly. She wasn't well at all. There's Carlin again. Quite a cold day by the looks of it. There's Alan coming round with good news. And this was at one of the towns we stopped at, the trader, the old trader or something. You'll see in a minute what the name of the store is. Oh, it's not, it's a barefoot trader. Here we are back at the camp. There's Alan getting wet. Oops, he hurts his toe here, watch this. There's Leslie going for a swim with Donald. A pair of them were quite good swimmers. Susan, that's as wet as she ever got. Got her bum wet. And that's as wet as both her and Alan are going to get. Come on, Phil, move. There we are. That's Leslie and Donald sitting at the entrance of the campsite. And here we are. I think we were at the other side of Cape Cod, on the Atlantic side. Dad's sitting there contemplating. What a build, eh? Look at the muscles. Lies out with the two elder kids. That's Donald doing the dead man's float. Les throwing Donald. Now Leslie and Donald are going to attempt to throw Mr. Costly. And here's Les' head on one side, body another. Young Bob feeding himself. That's Dad getting graceful into the water. That shows you how cold it was. Nice picture of Brian's bum. Susan covering herself up. Susan here in a minute, try to tell somebody off. Yeah, oh, there you are. Steep hill this. Do a picture of this, a very steep hill. I think this was Provincetown. We even got the pram there. of the Portuguese members of the community diving into the water. Here we are about to watch fish being unloaded. And the kids all diving for money. They used to dive underneath, get the money and stick it in their mouth. I think you possibly might see a little example of this. There they are, into the mouth. There's Carolyn having a snooze and Bobby exposing himself. Mary wasn't happy in the water, was she? This was in the Atlantic, of course. It was very cold water. Here's the lad's famous fishing trip, Rainbow Lake. Les and Ronnie gathering fuel. That was a tent. Here's Les and Ron out for a stroll through the woods. That was a great weekend, smashing weekend. We thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. And dogs barking at us. Here's Don in the film. This is Les and Ronnie picking up the table. Ronnie's 1958 Chevrolet. The fire's going very well there. It's a lovely spot, this. Les and I caught the same fish. I caught it, threw it in, and Les caught it again. We'd recognise it because I'd torn a bit off its back. Lighting up the old corn on the cob pipe. Chef Costly making the breakfast. Our sheer gastronomic delight. And here's the woodsman clearing the bush for the oncoming settlers. Look at the height of that tree, a massive trunk. Oops. I think we were hoping to build a log cabin. Here we are on Easy Street. There wasn't many easy streets in Canada. This is in New York State, of course, near the town of New Brighton. Rainbow Lake. Great weekend, fishing weekend. 21st and 22nd of September 1963. Wow. This was Les and Bren leaving us, returning home, Uncle Jimmy with Brenda. (1967). That was Karl Luzelot. German lad, Karl, but nice lad. We've lost Bob. Come on, help me. Looking around to man in his world over there. John Mann and the family. There's John's wife. That was called Habitat. It looks like a bomb site. But they tell me these flats are very expensive now. Looking down on the deck, you'll see Les in a minute showing one of the... There's a little tugboat getting ready to take the boat out. There's Les again, waving to us. Brenda there and young Leslie. There's the boat taking off. Quite a sad day for us. We were sorry to see the Costley family leave. And it goes down the St. Lawrence heading for the Atlantic. Here we are at Man and Its World, Expo 67, as it was known. We filmed this on September the 2nd, 1968, shortly before we left to come home. And let's speak a minute. These islands had been made by the city of Montreal. St. Helens Island was the original, and I think that was a German pavilion. And there's a people tree, as they called it. British pavilion there. Kids were enjoying themselves anyway. That's the toilets that are coming out, I believe. I think that was a Thailand pavilion. I'm not 100% sure. That was a Kodak pavilion in the background. That one there, yeah. Here's the helicopters coming in. There's young Bob. Always happy with tools was Bob. The back gallery in Egan Avenue. This is us at Niagara Falls. The quality of the film has gone very badly. The film's very, very faded. This film's, I think, more effective than any other one by fading. This was September 8th and 9th, 1964. The sequence of the films aren't in order, I'm sure you'll have gathered. There's the terrible twins adjusting themselves after having relieved themselves too. There's Willie Stewart, Kathy Stewart, Rosie Gunn. Now watch this little bit here. Ronnie gets a little bit mad, take that. Poor Leslie. This is at the campsite called Paradise Acres. The largest mosquitoes I ever saw was at Paradise Acres. They enjoyed themselves eating off us. There's Carlin dancing on the table. About to be joined by one of the twins. Kathy gets quite upset here. I was photographing her without her teeth, so she stomps off. This is just above Niagara Falls. Here we are once more. Return to paradise. This was us leaving Montreal. There's Uncle Jimmy, Aunt Cecile, and the Hume kids. Mary's pals getting set up to have the picture taken. Jimmy and Margaret, Karen and Douglas, John Mann. There's Jimmy up there and Margaret and the kids. John Mann in the background. I should just point out, this is not me playing the organ. In the background. Sailing down to St. Lawrence under the Jack Catchy Bridge. Molson's Brewery there. Sun setting in the west, I think. This is us, I think, passing the last land of Canada. There's Bobby, wasn't feeling too well, but he put on a brave face. Film stock again. Believe me, that was a rough crossing. As you can see, the water was rather rough, rather wild. Force 9 gales. As you can see, the boat was going, or the ship as I should say, was going up and down. Look at Alan here, hanging on for dear life. Beautiful shot of Mary here. Smile, and to you. The Empress of England. Donald and Alan, or Donald I should say, indulging in some deck sports. And Donald playing table tennis here, Donald Senior. Semi-final of the ship tournament. Unfortunately, I lost. There's young Donald doing the photography here. Here's Bobby steering the ship. Here we are, just entering the Clyde. Almost home. Saying goodbye to the ship. Goodbye to the Empress of England. And here we are at the Grove, Craigmillar Castle Grove. Alan and young Bobby washing the car. Here we are looking down towards Arthur's Seat. Craigmillar Castle. And the Hume kids heading for Arthur's Seat. And here we are at Arthur's Seat, making our way to the park. Darrington Loch. And the wild geese. The end.